looks like bad injuries. Is that a concern going into the second half?
Yeah, Ross has had to come off. We'd got him through to half-time to see how he was, but it's going to be no good. And James Haley probably won't be ready to return either. So we're working with 15 in the second half. But we've got plenty of changes left, so we're confident we can get the victory still.
Thanks, Lee.
Cheers.
They're looking to tweak things, sharpen things ahead of this second 40 minutes here at the Tetley Stadium, where it's the home side, the Dewsbury Rams, that lead by 14 points to 12. Halifax will be the side that get this second 40 minutes back underway. And those numbers on the clock are ticking now as the side in the lead receive from the start, and strong hit from them, strong drive. And this first set of 6, buoyed by the fact they're leading the league leaders by 2 points, having played half of this game. Hood stands in at dummy half. To that right-hand side they go, aiming down the centre. Strong run as well from Spicer. Held just inside his own half. Flanagan it is at dummy half. Nice meters being made as they have this final play of their first set. Onto that shorter side, the kick from Spavin. Picked up by Warrancy underneath his own sticks. And tackle inside that 10.
That's a great set from the Dewsbury side there from the kickoff. They've gone 100 metres virtually on the end of that kick, and you know, I'm sure they'll be happy with that start. This first 10 minutes in this half, this second half, is going to be really important to them, and they need to make sure they don't give away the penalties. You can hear the Lee Greenwood not happy with the slowness of the play of the ball, so they'll want to make sure that they try and speed it up a little bit, and they'll be looking for some penalties.
Bodies tumbling all over as Halifax bring the ball away, and a kick from them. Tackle number 4, it makes Paul White it makes Austin Buchanan just track back to pick the ball up.
Yeah, a decent kick there from Penkovic. That's an area that they need to improve in the second half. I felt too often in the first half the Halifax kicking game wasn't on the mark. And they gifted, oh jeez, have some of that. James Craven, it's like he ran into a block of flats.
Here we see James Craven there, just met with 2 very big hits. Adam Robinson and Anthony Bowman.
Great shot.
Get out there, Jim. Get away.
Up to halfway. Aidan Fall. George Flanagan puts the ball into the sky. Comfortably taken. Flanagan's in there tackling as well. The home side. Slender lead. Warrancy. Stick to White. Another big hit as well. They're all flying in tonight. They say that playing rugby is often like a minor car crash. We're seeing that in all its glory. Bit of afters as well in there. It's getting heated. Shows the intensity these two sides are playing. White was tackled on the 5th, on the 40 inside the Dewsbury half. It's gone high into that night sky. It's a comfortable take.
You can see the Halifax players, they're certainly getting frustrated with the slowness of the play of the balls. They're not happy that the referee's allowing them to just lie on that a little bit longer, or what they think's a little bit longer. And it's just slowing their rhythm down. They're both halves haven't been able to come into the game as much. Penkovic, we've seen, has only jumped out once when they did get one quick play of the ball and left a man on the deck. So they're really getting frustrated with this Dewsbury defence.
Hold it.
Breaking out their 20-metre line. Keeping that intensity high in this second half. Flanagan offers it back to the kicking boot of Spavin. Straight down Ryan Fieldhouse's neck. Jinxie's run. Did have Warrancy there, but Warrancy this time steps in to take the ball at dummy half. The travelling Halifax fans appealing for holding down. Nothing given, and Warranty does drive on himself, this time from dummy half. Penkovic fancies his go as well. Has his shirt pulled back though. Getting tasty, isn't it?
You got the wrong man.
To Thackeray. Thackeray spots a little gap.
You plus player there today.
Hanforth. Out again, looking for the offload was Robinson. The final play of the set. Hanforth's kick through.
That's okay.
Taken in front of the sticks, and Craven looks like he's going to get himself away. Couldn't get around field, Hamstow.
Well, there's a good kick there on the back of that Halifax set. And I'm sure they'll get a penalty next time they get the ball for holding down. The referee's starting to call a few players offside, but a great pick-up from Flanagan, and he made a good 10-15 metres.
Hold.
Here he is, standing in at dummy half, Flanagan. Out that right-hand side into Spaven, who gets the ball back himself. Now with Cosgrove down that right-hand side. Floats the ball back inside. Not sure whether he intentionally meant that or just let go as he went to ground, but Halifax, the beneficiary of it.
Yeah, good little play down there. Nice little offload to Spaven. It created the space on the outside there for Cosgrove. I think he felt he was going into touch here. That's why he tried to throw the pass on the inside. Unfortunately, if he just took the tackle and went to ground, they could have built some pressure in that area. But here comes Warranty now carrying the ball hard, but met by three determined Dewsbury defenders.
Peels it forward, but then another big hit applied to Jim Gannon on his 350th career appearance. 350 games, and boy, he knows it.
He might wake up a little bit sore tomorrow. There's an old body there, and there we go. There's that penalty I said about. You know, you could see that it was coming because the crowd were getting on the back of the referee. The players were getting frustrated. The Dewsbury players were just pushing that little bit extra. And, you know, sometimes you've got to do that. You've got to push that referee right to the last minute and just let him give that penalty, and then you know how far you can go.
And they're going to make sure they hold Halifax out now.
They do. This is going to be a real test for their goal line defence. As we've seen, they've come up stuck on a few. Great shot there. I think it's at Aiden Farrell, and Pat Walker again involved in a huge hit. Nice shot there on Adam Robinson.
Sean Hesketh.
Back here.
Here we see that big hit again. Robinson is taking one from Aidan Fall. Through hands they go, Halifax on that left-hand side. To Penkovic. Shaw clings on, gets the offload away as well into Penkovic. It's a bit clumsy, but they keep hold of possession. Back into the hands of Ashall. Ashall dives for the line. Tried to get underneath the sticks, but had a metre to make up, and they push on further as well. Try and squeeze through, and it looks like Jim Gannon may have got himself down, but the referee, he's going to ask Ian Smith again. He's earning his money tonight, his video referee Ian Smith. Have Halifax taken the lead?
Barges through.
4 going to tackle 5.
Just jog that one back there. It looks, unless you've got anything better or anything, a different angle. Have you another angle there? Yeah, okay. On this angle, I'm going to give a try unless there's anything to disprove what I've seen from that one. No, is that the best you've got? Right, just let's this one slow.
Yeah. no, mate.
The ball definitely goes down there. There's enough evidence there. Clint, that's a try.
Jim Gannon gets his second try this season and scores a try in his 350th career appearance. He may have some bumps and bruises, but at the moment he might win up as a winner.
Yeah, it's, you know, again, a simple work play. Just Penkovic jumping out of dummy half, little drop-off play there to Gannon, and again the clocking off at marker areas there. The Dewsbury defenders probably stood up a little bit too tall, and again it's the third time Halifax have been on the line and the third try they've scored. That's what Warren Jowd will be filthy about. He'll be sitting in the stands, radioing down to his assistants. We've got to be better with our goal line defence. You know, the tenacity, the enthusiasm, and the determination we've shown with our line speed when Halifax coming out of their own area has been fantastic. You know, but on our goal line, we've got to be communicating better. We've got to be point, talk, and nominating. We've got to be working a bit better for each other, because they've scored a soft try off a kick, a soft try off that crash ball, and really a soft try again off a drop-off play there. Nothing fancy about the, you know, they haven't had to earn their tries of Halifax. They've been pretty simple plays that could have easily been defended if they had a little bit more talk, communication, and willingness to work for each other on the goal line. It's a shame for Dewsbury now, because, you know, they've got the work to do now to get themselves back in front.
Lee Patterson with his third of 3. He's a joint third top try scorer, goal kicker in the championship this season, of course. The leader at the moment, Liam Finn. We saw him break that world record last week. Unfortunately, he missed his one attempt of one for Ireland at the weekend, so the record stands at 41. Incredible record. Previously stood for about 9 years, I think, from Barry Eason, so maybe another 9 years until we see that record beaten. But in terms of round 11, and here at the Tetley Stadium, it's the home side that have just won themselves back possession.
If Dewsbury can get back into this game, it's now that they've brought Crossley back on, because he was very good early for the Dewsbury side. He made a lot of ground going forward. He's just come back on the field when that try was scored, and he's one that's going to really make him, the Halifax side, have to defend.
You just see him there at first receiver as they spread the play again to this left-hand side into Aidan Fall.
Move, Adam!
Pat Walker just directing things from dummy half. Taken ever closer by Spicer. Here's Walker with the kick. Man outside looking to claim the ball. It's gone to ground, and it looks like it could be another try for the Dewsbury Rams. They level it up, but they're going to look at a knock-on in the grounding with the referee, Ian Smith.
So if you can pause it on the foot again.
We'll see what happens, mate. We'll see what happens, Pat.
Yeah, all them players on the outside are okay. So run that through. Just need to know if he pushes the Halifax man out the way. Need another angle on this. Just jog back. I think is the push on the. Just is a push on the Halifax number 7. Just jog that one back, please. I think he's within his right to push in there, but that's gone back there. I think there's a knock-on by Dewsbury there. Is it a first knock-on by Halifax? So I'm happy with the challenge. Gone backwards off Halifax. No, it's a knock-on. Just the other angle again, please. Just want to make sure who's done the first knock-on. Right. Just make sure. So that's gone back off Halifax, and then it's gone forward off Halifax. I need to just see which direction the Halifax player knocks it. It goes back initially off him, but then does he then knock it forward? So this is important, it's really slow. So it comes backwards initially. So it's still backwards, and then the Halifax player then knocks it forward onto the Dewsbury player. So it's no try goal line dropout. No try goal line dropout, Clint. There's 2 knock-ons.
So there we see the decision from Ian Smith. Paul White, we were pointing at him on our replay monitors here, just trying to keep hold of the ball, nudging it forward.
Yeah, he definitely knocked the ball forward, but I question whether the Dewsbury player got hands to it. I thought it went straight through into his legs, and then it was touched down by Estes.
I agree with Dave on that one. I thought that was it. I think it should have been a Dewsbury try. Anyhow, a bit of controversy for us, folks, as we build in now.
So you'd have given a try?
I would have given a try, yeah.
I would have too. I thought it was too. I agree with Dave.
Hold here, go!
Been waiting 11 weeks for us to disagree with Ian Smith. It's finally happened.
He's been good. He's been on
meters.
fire, Ian, but I thought he might have got that one wrong.
Charging through now, George Flanagan. They maybe didn't get a try on the previous set. They're looking for another now. 3 tackles remaining in this set. Pushing on with Walker. Walker with the support.
Keep going.
Warrens is in there to tackle. Plenty of the blue and white shirts as well. Walker floats the ball back into the hands of Crossley. Back on to do some big work, the man who started in the Bradford Academy. Little dummy away. Going down. We're not going to video referee this time. The referee says he hasn't got there. It's a turn.
The Dewsbury side, their attack, it's just not right at the moment. They're playing, you know, they're throwing the passes way too far before they get to the defensive line. They're not committing any Halifax defenders. When the dummy halves are jumping out on good play the balls, there's no one pushing up with them. They just need to pick that part of their game up, because everything else they're doing at the moment is going well.
Halifax trying to get outside their 10-metre line. Strong run, pushes them out of that area. Dewsbury want to keep him penned in there. He's Rob Warrensy. He's not going to ground. Called held, says the referee, and wrestled down to the ground.
He's all right.
Penkovic manages to get the ball away under a little bit of pressure. Crossley's in there eventually to tackle for the Rams. Hanforth with the kick. Craven's tracking back. It looks a little bit too strong. Craven, though, forced to pick it up. Just short of that back line.
Great kick return from James Craven there.
Back up, Sam, back up!
Play the ball. To Buchanan.
Move, Lee! Righty, Craig.
Half-brother of Jamie Jones Buchanan and Salford's Jamie Broughton as well.
That's all right. 3, move! Hold here.
Dewsbury then 10 short of halfway.
That's okay. No, they're not.
Another run from Ben Jones.
Move, Lee! Righty, Craig.
Castleford and Leeds Junior. And Crossley again.
Strong carry there from Steve Crossley.
Still not giving up.
Release, Craig!
Over 10 metres with just those legs going. Walker with Warrensy underneath it. Takes it comfortably. And takes a hit as well. It's been stolen by Aidan Fowl, but Rob Warrensy injured, surrendered possession. Just injured, taking that ball out of the sky.
Yeah, well, there was a good kick from Walker, but Liam Hood's just come back on the field as well, so good work from Warrensy to take that ball under some pressure. Don't think it was high. I think he got him on the shoulder. Tackle wasn't complete. He's obviously called held, Clid Sherrard, and said that he was injured and called held, and that's why he's given the ball back to him to play it.
Rob Warrensy, who scored a try in the 2011 Grand Final, one of 3 finals that he's played with Halifax. Still in possession then. Another drive by Barlow. Strong tackle from Cosgrove. Hanforth with the kick. Craven just has to turn, run the other way.
No, it's not.
Didn't quite dribble into touch. Craven has his go at the line. And Patterson, the first man who made contact.
The kick game certainly improved this second half from Halifax. You know, they're starting to find space with their kicks, finding the ground, getting it in between the fullback and the wingers, and making them really come out from deep in the backfield there. Oh, error.
Play the ball, not the way it should be from Daly Williams. Saw him down the other end. We maybe thought he should have had a try. Just trying to rush it.
Yeah, and look, that's not a great play from a bloke that they've just signed. You know, again, second, third tackle, a good kick from Halifax, a good chase, but they, you know, they certainly had no right to be getting the ball 20 metres out, which they have now.
Anthony over the front foot.
Of course, Dewsbury at the moment have lost their last 4 games. Tough games they've been, though. Featherstone, Lee, Sheffield, Halifax, all inside the top 5. This bad run started with a defeat to Halifax, and they're trailing at the moment in this game by those 4 points. Did lead at half-time. Here's Ambler. Trying to edge ever closer.
Hold it.
Penkovic. To Barlow. Shot down. Penkovic again, this time using Ambler. Using the big men. Not getting too far. This time back to Hanford. Has the support of Ryan Fieldhouse. Here's the final play. And Penkovic has given the ball away. Stole as he tried to get through. And a penalty against Halifax for a flop tackle. And that'll just relieve a bit of pressure on Dewsbury, having soaked up a fair bit of it.
Well, that'll give them a bit of confidence, Dewsbury. They've defended a set of 6 on their own goal line. You know, it's took to the 56th minute for that to happen, but they'll certainly get some confidence from that. I mean, let's take nothing away from Dewsbury. Their defensive effort tonight has been fantastic. You know, their line speed, their aggression, you know, they're defending with some purpose. Oh, and we almost get cleaned down here in the commentary box. I don't know about that.
The ball's just taken out one of the monitors.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that, viewers.
Dave Woods did catch it.
We've almost got cleaned out of here.
Still got it. Still got it.
As Anthony Bowman penalised for the flop tackle. Did well to dodge that one. Dewsbury Rams then onto the 30-metre line inside that Halifax half. Using the hands on that right-hand side.
Move! Anthony. Go.
Good meters so far of Dewsbury. We had that penalty. 10 metres away now. Now with Crossley.
And there's no push with him, no one near him.
He set himself and his side up a metre short. Bang in front of the sticks. Final play. Walker with a diagonal kick back to underneath the sticks. It's off the bar. It's try. And it looks like he's touchdown by Elliot Cosgrove. You just couldn't write it. And Dewsbury Rams level things up. Elliot Cosgrove with his first try this season as well. Coming off the bar. Superb stuff.
Well, they've defended well down that other end of the park, and we watch it here again. A great kick from Pat Walker. He's kicked it back the other way, it's a very difficult kick to accomplish, and it's hit the crossbar, bounced up, and another fortuitous try for the Dewsbury Rams, but you've got to put yourselves in the position to be able to take them. But we just saw Crossley play the ball. One up. He's got to have some support. He's got to have some push with him. But great work from Dewsbury to get back into this game. And after this kick, I'm sure he'll be leading.
Breathtaking stuff here at the Tetley Stadium in West Yorkshire. I've seen some classic encounters in the Championship. This one's living up to the billing as well. And with those extra 2, the Dewsbury Rams back in front.
Fantastic skill here from Pat Walker. Takes the ball to the line. Neat little banana kick, as we call it. Inside sort of chip kick. Hits the post. Johnny on the spot there. Elliot Cosgrove touches down to a well-deserved try for the Dewsbury Rams. Now, they deserve to be in front of this game. I think they've certainly, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a tight contest, but, you know, they're the ones that are stifling Halifax's game plan. They're the ones that are defending bravely for each other, working hard, not allowing Halifax to get that roll on and play the style of football, the brand of rugby league that they like to play. You know, like I said, they've had their issues with the goal line defence, but thankfully they came up with a good goal line D there off the back of the penalty, had the field position and worked a great try there. Well done, Dewsbury.
We've seen big moments really raise the tempo and give the confidence to the Dewsbury Rams in this game this evening. I wonder what they'll take from that. Here they go again with Liam Hood. Started at hooker, had a bit of a rest, he's back on.
And I don't know if you agree, Dave, I just don't think the Halifax defensive line tonight has had that impact that the Dewsbury line has had. They haven't been getting off their line as aggressively, have they? For me, too often, as we see there, making too many metres, aren't they? Allowing Dewsbury to make the metres.
Dewsbury are making a lot of metres and on the back of playing well before the line and no push. So if Dewsbury had that push and played at the line, they'd be making even more.
Walker with the kick. Walker knows underneath it. He's claimed the ball.
Play on.
Six again.
Crossley picks it up, drives through the traffic, trying to skip over the top, but he's back to one.
This game's outstanding.
6 more tackles for the Dewsbury
This is a great
Rams.
game.
Having just put themselves back in the lead on their right-hand side, they go. Spavin held on, crushed into the floor, a few metres short. Support again from Cosgrove. Just put his side in the lead. Held up again.
Take it back.
They're putting that goal line defence from Halifax under some pressure.
Play it there.
Floated back. It's a little bit slow, it's a little bit tiresome. On this left-hand side, they've squeezed it out. Can they get the corner? Austin Buchanan in this left-hand side. Will the referee check with a touch judge? He says he's happy. And the Dewsbury Rams with a couple of tries in a couple of minutes have not just got their noses back in front, their whole bodies back in front.
Very good try, very well worked try there from the Dewsbury side. Again, the kick over, they didn't give up. Pat Worker went through, took the ball out of the air, and you can see the Dewsbury players celebrating there, trying to rev their fans up. We'll just watch it again now. A poor pass, but a good pick up from Spavin. An equally poor pass out to Walker, but then Aiden failed. Caught the ball, went out on to the outside of the Halifax defenders and threw a very nice ball. Had Warranty caught in no man's land. And a great finish from Austin Buchanan.
And again, for me, as it comes back to the point I mentioned to you earlier, Dave, for me, the Halifax defensive line hasn't had the line speed, hasn't been taking the yards off us there. You look at Dewsbury, 2 slow passes from that width. Don't get me wrong, it was great to shift the point of attack from right to left, but again, the quality of the skill from 9 to 7 wasn't great, from 7 to 6 wasn't great, but yet they still created the opportunity to get that overlap and put Austin Buchanan into the corner. Now, really, with those slow passes and execution of skill, the Halifax defensive line should have been off their line, working together and stopped that play by the time it got to Pat Walker. But they didn't. They hung off, they slid, you know, and then as you pointed out, Warranty gets caught in no man's land here. You know what I mean? There wasn't much doing. Like you say, the face pass to Aiden foul. That's Bowman's man. What's Warranty doing? He needs to stay out on Buchanan there. Bowman's got foul covered, but he jams in, makes a poor decision, and it creates the 2v1, and in goes Buchanan in the corner. Great work for Dewsbury. Nothing more than they deserve, to be honest.
He's got the ball back in his hands as well. 10 tries to his name so far for the 27-year-old. Dewsbury now really with their tails up into the final quarter. Leading against the side, top of the championship at the moment. What would a big win like this do to their season if they can hang on? Talked before the game about would Dewsbury fade towards the end of the game. This is where they really need to hang on.
This is it. 20 minutes to go, and they need to be smart. They've just turned the ball over, and they can't afford to do that against a quality side like Halifax. As bad as they are playing tonight, they can still punish you.
Defence needs to keep tight then. Here's Ambler. Gets the offload into Hanforth. This right-hand side now with Robinson. Had a fair few carries so far this evening. Hanforth, first receiver, spins the ball out again. Thackeray then offloads. Squeeze the ball out, it's an interception. He's away! 10-metre line. It's a rough race with Warranty. Austin Buchanan, hang on. The legs are going, Warranty's there. Can he get the offload away? He's held down. He's got to release him to play the ball. There are defenders are getting back. There's plenty of support on their right-hand side. There's too many people in.
It's going to be a penalty for offside.
They should have played on. They should have played on.
He's given a penalty to the Dewsbury Rams right in front of the sticks.
Why didn't he play advantage?
He's just said there's no advantage.
Oh, he just scored.
Exciting stuff.
This is it, mate. How good is this game?
Getting back to tackle.
Great chase from Warrancy, and I thought Buchanan was away. He zigzagged, and he did really well. I was thinking Halifax need to give a penalty away here, but really, he should be sin bin because that's a professional foul, and he's done that to prevent that 4 points.
I should have played advantage here. It was try time for Dewsbury. Great effort from Rob Warrancy. Now, what about the pace Warrancy showed to get chased down Buchanan, because Buchanan's no slouch. Anyhow, back to the action.
Can Dewsbury make the scoreboard tick over yet again? Pushing onto that line, we talk about the foot runners. We're going to see a race for the fastest man as part of the nines on Tuesday night, live here on Premier Sports. But Dewsbury edging ever closer. Now with Craven trying to get away.
Deceptively strong is Craven, isn't he, for a slight fella?
Couple of metres short as the rain starts to come down again in West Yorkshire as well. The offload goes to ground, but it's held on. Switching the ball around into Walker, then into Spavin. Spavin into Cosgrove. Cosgrove flings it to the right-hand side. It's gone to ground, but the referee says he went back. Still driving on with Davy Williams. We've had it all tonight. Back in that final 10-metre zone in front of the Halifax sticks. Spavin with a kick through. Picked up by the visitors.
Poor option from Spavin there. He needed to take the ball right to the line, and it was a poor kick, poor execution of a kick. But you can see the Dewsbury side, they've lifted here, and they're getting off that line hard in defence.
I don't think he had a chance to take to the line, Dave, because it was great kick pressure from Dane Manning. He got out there and put pressure on him. I think he forced him into the kick when he had to.
Halifax wanting to keep the tempo high then. Kick from Hanforth. He's forcing Austin Buchanan back. Just puts a hand to it and claims the ball.
In the Dewsbury side now, there's a lot of blokes walking. There's still about 8-10 players that haven't got back behind the play the ball yet. Worrying sign for them in this last bit. They need to really make some changes here, get some fresh bodies on, and keep that go forward.
Craven, who was tackled inside his 30. Now with Hood, missed out Cosgrove. There was a hand in there from Halifax. There's a chase through now from Thackeray. They're going to have to put it safe. They do.
I expect the Halifax big three now, the big three in Hanforth, Thackeray and Pekovic really to come into this game. Hanforth's been very, very quiet except for his kicking. Thackeray's only taken the line on once, and Pekovic the same. Them three players, I'm sure, will come to their fore now.
There's a foot race of Warrancy chasing down Austin Buchanan, grabs his shirt, grabs the body, tumbles him down to the deck.
I still question why there wasn't a sin bin there. It's a professional foul. He's deliberately gone offside to prevent that 4-pointer. He should have been sin binned.
Kick from underneath the sticks. He's fumbled, but it's into the sky and backwards. And White breaks through as well. Cosgrove hanging on. Penkovic into Ambler.
Quick play, the ball off he goes.
Gets the ball away as well, taken from dummy half again. Those 3 metres given away. Push right down to the Dewsbury line now. Here's Robinson. Off the legs and touches down. The referee says that Adam Robinson has scored his 6th try of the season. Gets Halifax to within 2 points. We could have it all square with 12 minutes to play.
We'll put that try down to Luke Ambler. He's the man that got the quick play of the ball, allowed Penkovic to jump out of dummy half, brings Sam Barlow onto the ball, which gets him another quick play of the ball. Penkovic then promotes the ball onto Paul Hanforth, throws the face pass out to Adam Robinson, who runs a good line, gets on the inside shoulder of Aiden Fowl there, and obviously the cover defence on the inside couldn't close on it either. Nice line. Walker just obviously was in front of Aiden Fowl. They weren't working together as a line. The face pass goes across. Robinson gets in behind Walker, gets on the inside shoulder to Fowl, and crashes over there about 20 metres to the right-hand side of the right-hand upright. So disappointing there for Dewsbury, Dave.
You can see the Halifax side really lift the tempo there in those last 2 sets. They really picked up their play-the-ball speed. They picked up their push. They really went hard, and they knew that they had to come up with a try there.
A crucial kick now for Lancashire lad Lee Patterson. 44 goals so far this season. With 45, it'll put us all square. There it is, to the delight of the travelling Halifax fans. Lee Patterson gets the extra 2. Got 11.5 minutes.
Yeah, nice try there for Halifax. Nice width pass from 9 to 6. Penkovic to Hanforth there, and then obviously Hanforth, he saw Walker was starting to come out the line, throws the face pass to Robertson, the back rower on the edge running a good line, gets in behind Walker on the inside shoulder of foul and crashes over. Nice try there for the Halifax side.
And crucial now for Dewsbury to dig deep.
Yeah, they need to dig deep. This set of 6, it's an important set of 6. They need to put some pressure on Hanforth when he's kicking out of backfield here, and really make Halifax, if they're going to get up the other end of the park, they need to work for it.
Using the big men to push on those metres inside their own half, but force back. Strong stuff from the Dewsbury Rams.
Get all the way, Rob.
So that 40. Now the kick from Hanforth. Craven watches it go past him and watches it run dead.
They're happy with that kick, the Halifax side. It's taken a long time for the Dewsbury team to get back behind the ball for the 22 restart, or the 20-metre restart, and Halifax had their line set, although Dewsbury have made a good 12 metres from the tap.
Brad Singleton with the carry, backing his way in. 3 Halifax men on him, and he's still going, still trying to push downfield.
He's been strong tonight, Brad Singleton. I thought he's carried the ball really strongly along with Steve Crossley.
Liam Hood just notices the gap, scampers away, but drops the ball. The referee says play on. Penkovic wiring his way through. Eventually taken down. Now with Patterson. Just kicked that crucial one. Into the final 10 minutes now here at the Tetley Stadium.
2. Move, Josh. Here, Rob. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Halifax still with tackles remaining in this set as Sam Barlow, who scored the game's opening try, has a carry. Now Penkovic with a kick through as well. As Dewsbury bodies underneath it, on hold of it.
Good result for Halifax there. Smart play. I just said a minute ago about the 9, 6 and 7 coming into it. And they've certainly done that. Penkovic jumping out of dummy half. And as he was getting tackled, he broke free of the first one. Good little kick through. Thackeray chased through hard, put some pressure on with Penkovic, and another goal line dropout. So they need to really muscle up again, Dewsbury, in defence.
What would you be doing here, Dave? Would you be building for the 1-pointer, or would you be going for the try?
Too far out. 9 minutes to go. There's a try here. They need to just keep building the pressure.
Saw Warren Jarrett biting his nails. I wonder how many other Dewsbury fans here biting those nails. Been ahead twice in this game. Here goes Barlow again, forcing his way through. Just finding a few more gaps maybe in that Dewsbury defence now. Here is Hanforth. Hanforth, right-hand side. It looks like they've crashed through. And touchdown. And Anthony Bowman scores his 8th try of the season. The local lad. Just that extra pressure on the right-hand side. The ball spread through. And the many Halifax fans that have made the trip to watch this game now see their own side back in the lead again.
Well, once again, you know, Halifax really lifted the tempo. Some good quick play of the balls. Good pass from Penkovic out to Hanforth, and then another face ball, and picking up Bowman out wide there. Crashed over for a good 4-pointer.
But again, you know, Halifax starting to win that ruck battle there, as you pointed out, Dave, the last few sets, starting to get their noses through, starting to find their fronts, get the quick play ball. Again, Sam Barlow, some nice late feet at the line, found his front, got a half quick play ball. Markers weren't set. The defensive line of Dewsbury weren't set in time, so there was a bit of a spacing issue there. They couldn't get their spacing right. That allowed a good width pass there because he had the quick play to give Hanforth some time to take the line, get a good width pass out there to Bowman. Got him on the outside of his man, and like you say, crashes over there in the corner. So again, like I said, the Halifax forwards again laying that platform there for the halves and the pivotal players to take charge.
Lee Patterson has now knocked up over 100 points in the championship season this year. The kick this time isn't as good. Just leaves it at that tantalising 4-point lead.
Well, still 4 points, and I'm sure Dewsbury will be very disappointed to be behind it at this late stage. But, you know, their defensive efforts just need to improve a little bit more when they're down on that goal line. They need a good deep kick-off here, and once again, need to make sure that they've got some pressure on the Halifax kickers.
It's a high read start for one. Good chase as well. Cosgrove just pouncing on.
Great tackle there again.
Wait, go.
Dewsbury will be keen to keep them down that end.
Wait, you just get up, just no. Get up.
Looking for the penalty was Hesketh. It's Barlow again.
Off goes Penke, one marker.
Had the runner as well with Ambler.
And they get a penalty off the back of it.
So you look at the difference when the big men from Halifax, you know, Barlow, Ambler, carry the ball forward. They've got blokes pushing up on the outside and the inside of them, and it makes it very difficult for Dewsbury to make those tackles. And they're just not being able to slow them down as much in this half. And then just quick play the balls, and then they drag out the penalty.
See the penalty there. Now, Robinson down to the floor, just inside his own half. Here's Barlow. Tries to get away from Cosgrove. Not the cleanest play of the ball. Shouts it forward as well as it found the hands of Hesketh. Thackeray just dropped it back around. Manning edges up towards that Dewsbury line. The kick from Penkovic into the corner has been chased down a little bit too strong.
Yeah, a little bit too deep there from Penkovic. So here's an opportunity. They need to be better with the ball here, Dewsbury. The last couple of times they've had it, they've turned it over cheaply, second, third, fourth tackle. So they need to be better. They need to get a set completed.
Back here and hold this. Go.
Dewsbury now with Aidan Fowle. He's barging his way through, looking for the offload as well. He just couldn't find the hands of Walker. The shouts of a possible knock-on against Warren who's then run down centre field to take the tackle.
I think the fans felt that Walker had been tackled without the ball. That's what they were appealing for, a penalty.
Yeah, and I agree there, Hendo. There could have been a chance for that, but if the players had been pushing up with him when he went half through, they wouldn't have had to then accelerate to try and get there, and they would have been there.
Fair point.
Up towards that 20-metre line now with Luke Ambler. Now Barlow. Three bodies on top of him. Penkovic out to the left-hand side. Again, they're just looking to get back through the traffic.
Right, both feet.
It's with Paul White over on the left-hand side there. The kick, just trying to squeeze it through again. The ball's been offloaded, it's thrown to the ground. It did go forward, but back in the hands of the Dewsbury Rams, there was no advantage, and so... Oh, he said drop out as the referee. Ryan Estes doesn't agree.
Not a lot Ryan agrees with.
The ball was obviously knocked away in the tackle there.
Well, that's... I've got to agree with Ryan there. He's trapped the ball with his legs. It's gone back forward, and it looked like Penkovic had knocked the ball on.
The drop out from underneath the sticks then from Walker. Oh. Sliding down to the knees, always dangerous with a high tackle. It's Jim Gannon. And looking for the offload, Halifax. 4-point lead. Again with Barlow. 3 minutes to go. It's a little bit clumsy. And now Thackeray gives it back to Manning. Manning has his legs taken away.
I think it's a bit of biffo here, boys.
Looks like it's kicked off a little bit. There's people running in as well. Dave Manning's in there. Maybe they'll have a look at that. People just taking their eye off the ball, though, because of it. Goes to ground. A knock-on from Halifax, and Dewsbury firing themselves up for the final 2.5 minutes.
I can't look at everything like that.
Paul Hamford asking Clint Sherrard to have a look at something there. I think he's saying a high shot or something, but as Mr. Sherrard said, he can't look at everything.
Yeah, I think he feels that when he turned the ball inside, one of the Dewsbury players actually knocked it down before it hit the Halifax man. I think that's what he's appealing for. But here we go, last chance saloon here for the Dewsbury Rams, I feel.
Walker's taken down literally as soon as he'd received the ball. Now with Austin Buchanan trying to break down this left-hand side. Dave, your identified man of the match this evening.
Yeah, look, you know, I had a chat with Hendo there, and you look at the Halifax side, they're leading the game at the moment. A couple of good performances in Barlow and Ambler that have carried the ball well. Pekovic has been hot and cold. He's jumped out when he's been good. Dewsbury just coming up with a drop ball there. Not good for them. You look at the Dewsbury side, and they've had some good performances there. Liam Hood, George Flanagan, I thought, yes, very good. And, you know, I think Brad Singleton, for mine and Hendo, I think, has been the man of the match today. And I think he deserves the award tonight.
Just knocked the ball. I think we cursed him. So he knocked the ball on. He's trying to bring the ball away, but now we have, in the final 90 seconds of this game, Halifax with that 4-point lead, still looking to put this game beyond all reasonable doubt. Dewsbury at the moment with a bonus point as well, but it's scampering through, and Halifax have won this game in the final 2 minutes, but the referee hasn't awarded the try yet. They're celebrating. They think they've got the ball down, and the referee's decision is...
Well, he's called time off, hasn't he?
Hang on a second. I think it's George Flanagan in there mixing it up. He certainly
Gannon
came
again,
on.
I think.
Yeah, Jim Gannon. Well, Jim Gannon loves getting in the mix, as we know over the years. But George Flanagan, I must admit, since he's been reintroduced into the game, obviously he's been told to get on, sort of mix it up a little bit, try and put the Halifax team off their game. He had a little bit of niggle there, I think, earlier, a few sets ago. We saw it starting to kick off a bit, but it sort of quieted down, and again, trying to kick off again into the line.
The try is given with 59 seconds to play, but he's calling it across Jim Gannon. Gonna have a chat with him. Still could be more. Halifax have won this game.
I don't think you came in, you started. I'm going to have a word to him now. Keep your cool. That's all I asked for. Right, George, just quickly.
350 games. Still as fired up as ever.
That's what happens when you get older. You get angrier.
Do you, Dave?